About a year and a half ago, I decided that I really wanted my nose pierced, but I couldn't get it done for the longest time because I was a security guard back then. I'm watching that closed circuit TV. I see it all. You read me? I get the alarm calls and list them. I don't miss a thing because I'm part of the justice system. Yeah, and the uniform rules were super strict. Like one time I got yelled at for wearing navy socks instead of black socks because like that's super important for protecting the public. I had to take out all of my earrings before my shift so like a nose ring wasn't gonna fly. And I was thinking about getting one like right after I quit, but I was leaving for Ecuador like 2 days after. And I wasn't really sure if I was gonna be able to take care of it there, so I was just gonna hold off until I came home. But a couple weeks after I got there, on my walk to work, I started noticing this itty bitty little piercing studio, and I started wondering like, hey, I knew from my friends that had gotten their noses done in the United States that it was like gonna be 50, 60 bucks. If I could get it done here, it will probably be at least a little bit less expensive, and then I could just have it now, which is like way better than in the future. So I went in with my friend Anna, who was like helping me translate when I didn't know what words were. ¿Cuánto cuesta una perforación en la nariz? Oh yeah, that's right. We are multilingual here. And he said $6. $6. I saw absolutely no downside. So I did it and it was fine. Everything was super sterile, checked out. It was great. And I actually kind of started a trend within my volunteer house. A lot of other people started getting piercings there, and it kind of became part of our welcoming spiel. Like, oh hey, you can get your laundry done there, the grocery store is that way, this place sells really good bread, and oh hey, if you want any new piercings, we have a place for that too. And I saw this as a golden opportunity because I love changing my appearance in these kinds of ways, and I had a chance to get something really new, and if I hated it, I could always take it out and I wouldn't regret spending a whole lot of money on it because it was going to be less than 10 bucks. I was thinking of all the different things that I could get and I was like, oh my gosh, tongue piercings are a thing. It's a brilliant idea. I was kind of mulling it over in my head for a few days and then I vocalized the idea and it entered the place where other people could hear it, and it was very interesting to see just how quickly the room divided between me, who was sitting there like, oh my god, this is a great idea, and then everyone else in the room who was like, but maybe not. And you know, I love my friends and I love getting advice from them, and I take their advice to heart. I just don't always listen to it. So I went and I got my tongue pierced. It was sort of comparable to the pain of a nose piercing, probably a little bit more painful. I read a lot of things beforehand while I was doing my research that tongue piercing is like the least painful piercing you could ever get. It's not gonna hurt at all. And I remember very clearly thinking as the piercing was happening that those people were liars. The worst part about it was the numbing stuff that they put on your tongue beforehand. It burnt like hell and it tasted like bad bubblegum vodka. I do not have good memories associated with that taste. No. And you know what? I talked kind of funny for a couple of days and it took a while before I could really appreciate tomatoes and pineapples again. But other than that, it turned out fine. I can see you standing there with your commenty fingers getting ready to tell me what a terrible mistake I must have made. It's terrible for your teeth and you're gonna wreck your taste buds, and I have no authority whatsoever over what you do with your body, but it doesn't mean that I can't still complain about it. First of all, my taste buds are fine and dandy, thank you very much. And second of all, my dentist and I have already had words. We're still best friends, it's okay. And you know what? I just like it a lot. My favorite part about the story was how I didn't even ever consider ever wanting a tongue piercing until I found out that I could get one for $8. Why not, you know? So the moral of today's story, kids, is that sometimes seemingly shitty ideas actually pan out to be pretty okay. Just kidding. Stay in school, be safe, always wear a seatbelt, and sunscreen. Changed. I had a very unfortunate time in 1 year of high school PE. In the many biographies that are going to be written about my life, this chapter of it will be called The Vomiting Phase, for reasons that will shortly